I can tell you that all these miles are mine. This is a 1960. I bought it in San Francisco in about 91, I think. And it was clean. It was already, 31 years old, right? See? And but it had really not been played all that much, I guess. Somebody had it at home or something, It wasn't a Rode guitar. So I was never a Tele fan. And in those days, I was playing a guitar that Fender made for me, the Robben Ford Fender Ultra Esprit, which was their version of a semi-hollow, which it wasn't, but it had sound cavities in it. And the woods were very bright, and somehow I was comfortable with that guitar. It sort of worked. I was a part of the choice of woods and design and everything. And I had this inclination to go towards solid body instruments instead of 335, which I'd been using really up until that point. And Fender approached me about making something, so we did. And I used that guitar a ton. That's the Talk to Your Daughter album. And I used one guitar exclusively, there for a few years, just that guitar, the Ultra Esprit. And then I walked into a music store in San Francisco when we were on the road to buy some guitar strings. I looked to my left, and this guitar was sitting there, and I just drawn to it. And I think largely Mike Bloomfield was my first guitar hero, and he was playing one of these. His was a 63, but it looked exactly the same, And I thought, that's the guitar Mike Bloomfield played. I need to at least check it out, Something like that must have been going through my head. I walked over, started playing it, and I got to take it. I got to buy it. So I did. And the first album that it appeared on was the Mystic Mile album. On the first Blue Line record, started up as on a Telecaster, but that was an early. It was a 50s with a maple neck. So it's a little brighter and thinner. But I don't know, man. This guitar has just been my best friend ever since I got it. It's been the most used instrument that I've played. It's got a hot treble pickup, and that is a huge part of why I like this guitar. This pickup actually has been rewound. I was really unhappy about that, but someone was taking the pickup out and they broke one of the wires. I'm like, oh man. But it was rewound by Lindy Fralin, and it's been good to me. I've liked it. It's not quite as loud as the original one, but that's okay. And kind of a smaller, slim neck, but I remember it as being bigger. And I think just all the years of playing it and refrets and everything, it thinned out a bit. I wish I had a photograph or something. I wish I could make that comparison to see if it used to be bigger, which is, I remember it that way. So, anyway, it's been the most important guitar I've owned ever since about 1991.
How many refrets have you had done on it?
I don't know. I was fooling around for a while, trying bigger frets. And I even put 6100s on here. 6000s, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was really going for it. The Blue Line was the band, and, we were really playing a lot of blues, I hadn't really gotten into writing more songs. It was really kind of blues, super blues directed, So, I was, I tuned down a half step, and I had 6,000s. Is that possible? I might have. But it just got to be ridiculous, And tuning it down made it unusable for other things, I hated tuning it up and down. So I just, straight ahead, standard tuning. And, 6150s? Is that what they are?
That's right.
Yeah, 6150s, I think. That hollow woody sound. part of the way I get that sound is by playing back here, just so people know it's not necessarily going to happen here. And it's kind of akin, I don't know if you're familiar, I have an Epiphone.
Yes.
Riviera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is a 65, I've been told. And the rhythm pickup is pretty much all I ever use on that guitar. Yeah, that's what that guitar is to me. And this is a similar sound to me. Kind of the mini humbuckers on a hollow, semi-hollow instrument. I love that tone, man. It's round, you know. It's like that. And this treble pickup, as I mentioned, it's not sounding quite right through this amp. All due respect to that amp, but may I? Okay. That's not the way people think of a Telecaster sounding, I don't think,
No.
right? It really sounds much more humbucking. I mean, you can do that on this guitar, you know? And it's got this lovely mid pickup thing. That's how double stops. It's funky, you know. It's just a great rhythm guitar sound, you know. So yeah, that's what this guitar can do, you know. Unlike any other instrument I own. I'm using right now the Jam Boost, which has been very helpful just to get my sound up. Without going to overdrive. Loud lead, you know, without being overdriven, which I prefer generally, you know. This vibrato, it's the Electric Blue 2 chorus and vibrato from Mad Professor. Those guys are good. I've got at least 3 Mad Professors on the pedal board here. So it's, you know. I started fooling with things like this because my newest record began as a tribute to Jeff Beck, and I had never really explored that side of the guitar. And after Jeff passed, I had become a fan much later in life, you know. I didn't really hear him play live for the first time. It was like 2008, something like that. And I'm like, how have I not been paying attention to this guy, you know? And became a huge fan and actually played some festivals with him, which was great. And he passes away, you know, out of the blue like that. I was kind of looking for inspiration and, you know, wanting to do something different, ready to record again maybe, you know, which I hadn't done in a little while. And I thought a tribute to Jeff Beck would be perfect. It brings me to a different kind of sound, I bought a Stratocaster, you know, started working with vibrato, started working with different pedals, much more so. And that's where Dan, you know, really came to help me out here with this. And it's been a wonderful trip for me, a little journey, working more with pedals and playing the Strat, which I'll be playing tonight, on the show. I'm just most comfortable on this Telecaster. So this was sort of, we do a tribute to him, and we do Behind the Veil. That kind of thing. And this really does that for me in a good way, that kind of a sound. The Pog, for me, is, it's an octave up and an octave down and your sound in the middle, flat or dry. And when I turn that thing on, I feel like it allows me to play in a bebop way more. You might have noticed I didn't start playing blues, right? It's more of a... kind of bebop thing. Just lets me play like that, That's why I dig it. The ring modulator, man, I'm still trying to figure out. It was also, Jeff used the ring modulator quite a bit, I understand, So, I'm still working on it. And kind of using it as an alternate vibrato at this point. It's a different sound. This was loud a moment ago, so I'm gonna... This is the Overdrive Boost by Throwback. So there's that boost. But it's both an overdrive and a boost, so I get some distortion, and I also can get a cleaner, punchy. It's really got a lot of girth to it, that one right there. And then here is the cymbal, also from Mad Professor, once again, for my usual overdrive. You see, it still says Zen here. I had the Zen Drive pedal on here, and I used the Zen Drive for many, many years. And I just got to where I needed to hear something different, Once again, I was going through this little journey, with the Jeff Beck influence and writing in a different way, and I just needed a different sound. So I found this. So last but not least is the, no, there's two. Silver Spring Reverb, also from Mad Professor. And it's the best, foot pedal reverb that I have found to date. It can get a little sizzly on the top, a little distorted on the top, which makes it hard to record with. So I think we're hearing mostly the reverb from the Silver Spring there. The timeline, Strymon timeline delay has, you know, a lot of stuff in it, including reverb. So it might be a little influenced by that, but it doesn't have to be to sound good, you know. So the timeline. This is just a short delay that I have set here. And this also, for a pedal board, this is absolutely the best pedal board delay, once again, that I've found. And I'm not an expert, but can you hear that delay, the short delay? Yeah? And I use it just to widen the note a little bit, you know? It's of course cool to have the effect, but for me, the reason I like the effect is because it just makes the note a little bigger, you know, a little more happens there. This is just a longer delay. We're not really hearing much of it here. I think most of us are looking for, you know, studio quality, you know, and this is the best that I've found. I used to use the TC Electronics rack, the first one. Do you remember the number? It had a number, I think. But that thing was wonderful, man. But after a while, just carrying a rack around all the time became really kind of more trouble than it was worth. So also here, I love this effect. It's the marigold setting that was in it. I've adjusted it a little bit. For that slightly chorusy, reverby. And it has notes above, right? I think there's a fifth above. It's in there, but not as much as I'd like to hear right now. But it's amazing how just a fifth above, a fifth above, a fifth above works. It's probably the harmonic series or something, right? So the wah-wah pedal is from Exotic Effects. It says Red LTD here. I chose it largely because it was small enough to fit my pedal board, and I'm sure it can be set better than I have it. There's a lot of darkness, and I have to stay up on the top a lot. But I think these things are adjustable, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet, you know. Sorry. So there's that. Pretty straight ahead. And then I've always been, you know, very happy with the TC Electronics Polytune. No problem with that, man.